Now can we hear ourselves? Let's see. Can we hear ourselves? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Is anybody home? Is anybody out there? Yes. Okay, so that's good. So we have some sound. And what are we doing here? Let's just see if we can. Hey, John Cameron, thank you for coming by. I just got to take a second to fix the. What am I doing here? Take a second to fix the description for today's fun and games. Sailing Cook. We're live editing sweet sour shrimp plus AI images. Let's save that. And let's see if we can look at our chat. Pardon me. I've got to just zoom over here. Bit of a cold coming up. Oh, don't want to do too much of that. Hey, Stinson, thank you for coming aboard. Appreciate the visit. So what are we doing today? Like this says, we're editing a sweet and sour shrimp recipe, and we are going to deal with some AI images and our AI cat for making sweet and sour shrimp. So without further ado, let's flip this camera around and aim it at the computer, so roughly about there. And let's fire up Premiere Pro. I've already created an empty project for it. And let's see, does that look good? Yeah. Hide some crap on the table here. I haven't tried this multi-format thing that YouTube is pushing, that you log on as a computer, but it also creates a vertical version that gets all the people in the shorts stream excited. So this is sweet and sour shrimp, and it's the recipe is really a conglomeration of a sweet and sour chicken I made previously, and then I think I went out to ChatGPT and asked it for the recipe, and it gave me a couple more inspiration for spices. So this is it here. It's where's the captain talking about how great it's going to be? I thought I recorded the captain. Let's just see where the captain is. Where did the captain go? Liver and bacon, shrimp fried rice. Okay, so where's the captain? I thought I recorded the captain. That's interesting. There is no captain. There is no captain here. Beef and cheese pasta, liver and bacon, shrimp fried rice. So no captain. There's a captain there. But I guess I didn't record the captain talking about sweet and sour shrimp. So let's maybe we'll change horses and work on shrimp fried rice. Shrimp fried rice is a bit more boring. But at least we've got the captain talking about how great it's going to be.
Who was it that called shrimp the fruit of the sea?
Bubba Gump.
In so many ways, like shrimp fried rice.
Okay, so let's leave that there for the time being. And maybe we'll switch over to shrimp fried rice. So let's do shrimp fried rice instead. So let's close this project and see if we've created a project for shrimp fried rice. I think I did because I wanted to see how long it is. So it's only 7 minutes of video. But then we can spend a bit more time on AI. See, and look at these shrimp are kind of boring, right? They're kind of pale looking, even though I cheated a bit and brought back a few shrimp with the tail still on. I took all the tails off way back here, right? Where are we taking off the tails? Where am I taking off the tails? Oh no, these are, the tails are already off. So what did I do here? Where did I get shrimp with tails on them? Could be I had some other shrimp that I could use. So the color looks better when it's a bit more saturated on the other monitor. Hey, Caprice Kayleen, thank you for coming by. Nice to see you. I have not subscribed to you, but I will when this is all over. But thank you for coming by. So we're going to cook, let's give you a wrench and you can network as you wish. Be kind. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. Where's the captain? So let's find the captain. Let's bring him into this mess. No, we don't want Audacity. Go away. I do want to play with improving the quality of the audio. Today I got a little bit of a cold, so today's not a good day to talk about recording. But where's the captain? There's the captain. So let's take this captain, put him on the timeline as well, and then we can deal with that. So it's 8 minutes. It's a bit shorter than I had planned, but it's a very simple recipe. And in talking about it, I'm going to say that it was intentional, but I didn't put any egg in it. And Rusty Rivers, hey, thank you for coming by. Nice to see you on a Wednesday night. It's the snow is sort of getting washed away. It's above freezing, been above freezing most of the day. It's going to get cold again before Christmas, but the weather's actually not too bad. So here we got the captain, and now we got kind of boring. So we've got how much? We got 2 minutes of cooking rice. What else have we got here? Okay, so we're going to get the rices going, and then we have the some celery, and here I'm using a salad mix for my thing. What am I doing? We're editing a cooking video for a cooking show on shrimp fried rice. Very simple shrimp fried rice. And I'm just muttering that I forgot to put egg in it. And at first I thought that would not be good, but then in the end it ended up tasting pretty good. Yeah, so we're going to edit this show, And then we're going to look for some AI images for thumbnails. I've only used AI images for a thumbnail for one video, I believe. Everything else has been, hey, Caesar Mocha, everything else has been actual shots of the food itself. So here's my thumbnail. This is going to be my thumbnail. There we are. There we are. So that's probably my thumbnail. And just out of interest for the people that are into video, this is all recorded at 125 frames per second because I want the images to be nice and crisp so that I can get a still out of this at any time. So let's decide what we're going to do. So we're going to have the introduction is going to be, let's move the captain out of the way here. The introduction is going to be the finished dish. We don't need the audio track for the finished dish. I shot it with chopsticks. I'm not a fan of chopsticks. I did a ton of photography for Uber, and they told us, even for Chinese food, don't use chopsticks. Later on for DoorDash wanted chopsticks. They thought it was, it placed the taste a little bit. But I think I'm going to use the chopsticks. So let's assume that this is where the finished let's take that there. Now the downside is that my hand got in the light. How many seconds is that? That is, hello, 5 seconds. Okay, so the only thing I think, maybe I'll cut out that part where my hand is in the light. So let's take this, put it at the beginning. So this will be the introduction. Let's do an insert edit here. Make some room. Not 100% sure that I like all of this. See if I can stop here. What if I come in here? So here, it's, let's make it a little bit longer here at the beginning, so it's just sitting there. And then we're going to cut out the part where my hand is in front of the light. And just pick up, okay, and there it's starting to show. How many seconds is that? That is 5 seconds. So 5 seconds. So that doesn't look too bad. Yeah. So we cut out the part where the hey, Luth Adventure, thank you for coming by. Nice to see you. And I think I did go back to your channel after the last time we had all this much fun. Okay, and now we're going to have one shot of the cooking, right? So let's see what looks interesting here. There's cooking, there's shrimps. Shrimps are starting to get a nice bit of color. Add some soy sauce. And then before I ate it, I was going to cheat. And add a bit of hoisin sauce. But I didn't. I left it the way it is. And it tasted pretty good. Okay, so maybe this piece here, this will be our, let's zoom out just a hair. Again, I get a dark spot there where my hand is. Okay, so this will be our second part of the intro. It'll be the, let's see, we only need a few seconds. Maybe we'll have the sauce. How many seconds is that? Oh, that's way too long, 18 seconds. We don't need 18 seconds. Do we want the sauce? Boring, boring, boring. Okay, what if we just have the stirring? There's a little bit of action there. And how long is this clip? This is 4 seconds. So 4 seconds is good. Let's move that to the beginning. And I made a copy of the clip because I didn't want to. Let's just put that in there, make some more room. And I wanted to save the original in the way. Okay, what if okay, I don't mind that. So that's a nice intro. That's a nice intro. And then, so we're just worried about this. So what am I doing here? I've got some water in the, do I need water going into a pan? No, that's boring. So let's get rid of this. Reveal it. It's clip number 40, no, clip number 60. You're toast. Yes, you're gone. And as I always do, I put a Z in front of the clip name just in case I need to bring it back. I don't really want to delete it yet. Gray card for white balance. No, this is a table setup that that I basically leave alone. And it's an Olympus camera. And it has a Kelvin, it has a Kelvin setting for white balance, and it also has a white balance. And I actually white balance on white several shows ago, several cookings ago. Hey, Suzanne, thank you for coming by. And so the white balance is good. The lights are LED lights. They're probably 5600K, pretty close to it. I took the camera outside and took some shots on the boat because some of this cooking is done in my studio kitchen, but I recorded some barbecue on the boat, and I forgot to change the white balance for the first of those episodes, and I had to correct for it. So daylight is 5600K. These fluorescent, these LED lights are 5600K, and so it's not. But it was too blue for the outdoor shot. So I ended up having to fix the white balance. But I used to, when I started this, and on your phone, setting the white balance is a real pain. So if I'm recording with the phone, I leave the white balance alone, and the phone is relatively accurate. I've been quite happy with it. If you get into close-ups, then it does get screwed up a little bit with the colors being. Hey, sis, thank you for coming by. Yeah, thank you for coming by. I think I hung around your show for like 3 or 4 hours. I turned it on, and then I left. And listened for a while, and then I left to do something, and gave you a lot of watch hours out of that. So I do that if I have the time. I'm on a computer. I can turn on 4 or 5 different lives at the same time, and flip back and forth, listen a little bit, comment a little bit. If I've got a music channel, use that for background. So it's easy to do on the computer, hard to do on a phone. Anyway, white balance. So the white balance, I'm happy with it. It's a good color. So what are we doing? This is a 1-pot recipe. We're gonna put it in the, have 1 pot. I'm actually using it as a pan. And because I like that pan, when I have it on the boat, it's big and it's got a cover so it doesn't spatter a lot. Cleaning up in a boat is a real pain. So I'm using it basically as if it were a wok. I tried a not a real wok, because that's the flame under the real wok is pretty unique. But the problem with woks is that they're not non-stick, so they're a real pain to clean. And I photographed in Chinese restaurants, and there doesn't seem to be a lot of emphasis on cleaning the wok because it's very, very hot, and the water cleans it out. Okay, so we've got the rice cooking. This is going to do this a little bit out of sequence. Let's get 4 or 5 seconds of stirring this rice. How many seconds is that? 6 seconds. Let's do that. So that we've got rice going in, and now we're stirring it, so it's still cooking. And now we're going to do something different. We're going to do, I cut my finger, and so every time I see that, it's gross. It is simmering. It was simmering. It's on a gas burner, and once in a while I turn it up too high, and I get some weird results. Okay, so let's move this over here, center this. We're stuck with my finger with the boo-boo. And let's come in here and cut. Cut. Trim that. How many seconds is this? 16 seconds. Is that too? This is a show. This is a short show. Hey, Suzanne and Morjan, thank you for coming by. Appreciate that. Another creator that I turn on and let run for 2 or 3 hours in the background from time to time. And I always appreciate, Suzanne, that I can promote some of my recipes to get them out to your audience. So I don't mind that. That's fast enough. Let's see, now let's get rid of that part. And now, why am I doing this? Okay, this is here. So there's going to be a voiceover when I'm going to talk about the cooking process. And here we're going to talk about, okay, so that's kind of boring. Nothing's happening there. Got to be some action, otherwise people lose interest. So this is basically salad kit, basically kale and Brussels sprouts and cabbage. So if I was making fried rice from scratch, I chop up some cabbage and some Brussels sprouts. And so here, this has been done for me. Okay, we'll stop there. And we'll move that over. There we go. Okay, so now we've got that. What's next? We're back to mixing the rice. So here, I'm going to cut that out because I don't want my finger with a cut in it. We'll stir this for a few seconds, 11 seconds. That's quite long, but I'm going to talk about rice. This is basmati long grain rice. Other people suggest different rice for fried rice. I like this because it cooks pretty quickly, and I can use it for a bunch of things. Yeah, the pre-cut. I think the previous fried rice recipe I've got on here, I actually chopped up some Brussels sprouts, because to me Brussels sprouts are portion-controlled cabbages, and a big cabbage, if I'm making a recipe for 2 people, which is about the size of what fits into this pan, the cabbage is way too much. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're testing to see if it's done. I mean, technically, I could have just waited 5 minutes. Okay, let's test that. So we'll talk about that. And then what are we doing? We're stirring it again. And basically, I'm making a hole in the middle of the, let's zoom out a bit. And the reason this is edited in HD, 1920 by 1080, because that looks good on YouTube. But it's recorded in 4K or Ultra HD 33840 by something. Because that's what this camera will do. This camera won't do full 4K or cinematic 4K. But Ultra HD is good because it's really twice the size of HD. And it lets me zoom in and out. Zoom, zoom. So, and lets me center, so lets me control it a lot. So, okay, what am I doing here? Made a hole in the rice, throwing in a bunch of previously frozen, peeled and cleaned shrimp from the grocery store or fish market. Can't remember, probably grocery store. Okay, we're going to add some, there we are, we're going to add some sesame oil. Okay, we don't want that empty non-action there. Okay, so let's come back to here. Sesame oil. Let's zoom out to 50% and come down just a little bit so that we can see the bottle of sesame oil. And mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Do I need more mixing? So this mixing doesn't do anything. Let's just zoom out to make sure I wasn't planning something else at that time. No, it's just mixing the shrimps. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. It's kind of boring. And it's kind of boring. So mix. And here, what are we doing here? We're stirring it. And here the shrimp are starting to turn a little bit pink. And now we're putting some garlic powder. So let's get rid of this clip. It's not necessary. Reveal. It's clip number 68. Your toast. Again, we're going to take the clip out of consideration. And okay, end of the action with the stirring. Let's see if this looks good. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Let's, I'm not going to shrink this, but I am going to leave the shrimp in the middle. So I wonder if I can get the shrimp, let's play with color a bit. So Premiere Pro, the way it does color is with this thing called Lumetri. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try these little bits of pink that are coming up here. I want to make them pinker. So let's go over here to HSL secondary. Let's choose this, this color. So what's that giving us? Okay. And let's make it a bit pink. There we are. Is that too pink? Looks a little bit too fake, right? We're playing with the with the color wheel here. That's a little bit better. So it's a nice, it's visibly red. And let's come in here. Let's see if we can copy this. Okay, the pink is there. That's nice. Let's do the same here. Little bits of pink. I'm worried that the pink might be a little bit too pink. And we'll do the same for here. So that gives us, and let's go back at the beginning, because I said I was bored. These shrimp were a little bit boring. And let's, hey Bob Smith, thank you for coming by. I haven't seen you in a whole week. Okay, so we got a bit more pink in there. I do like that. I do like that. It's maybe a little bit too pink for this guy. So let's just tone it down just a hair. And let's go back to here. So here we've got this. Now what am I doing here? Stirring. Oh, okay. Here we're doing garlic powder. And the reason I'm using garlic powder instead of real garlic powder, hey, Billy, Sunny Bob. No, we're not doing bacon or tuna today. Bacon and liver. The bacon and liver actually worked pretty well today. We're doing. The heading says sweet and sour shrimp. It's not sweet and sour shrimp. It's hey Superior Warrior. It's shrimp fried rice. I should change that, shouldn't I? Let's change the heading. Let's change the heading. Editing shrimp fried rice. Shrimp fried rice. Doesn't make that much difference, but let's change it anyway. And okay, so what have we got here? Yes, the sweet. So a bit of garlic powder. Where's the garlic powder starting? Here. Garlic powder to here. How many seconds is that? 3 seconds. Let's go 4 seconds. So how long is this video now? Has it gotten, oh, we've got this out here. So it's only 7 minutes. It's a bit on the short side, but it's a very simple recipe. Hey, conversation. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate the visit. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so with the garlic powder. I wanted this simple, so I didn't want to chop up garlic. Hey, TT. Thank you for coming by. Always nice to have you. Always nice to have you. Appreciate the company. So let's see what we're doing here. We're mixing it. And in the conversation, I'm going to talk about how the shrimp are getting cooked. And the rice is still cooking to some extent. So I put 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of water. Yeah, tuna cakes. Very interesting. I take stock photography of some of this stuff, and I made tuna cakes, tuna fritters, about a year ago. And somebody just bought my tuna fritter stock photo. And it reminded me that I was going to do another tuna fritter, because those tuna fritters that I did were done with pancake mix, because I wanted a very simple recipe, especially on a boat without a fridge, so you don't have room for eggs and stuff like that. And pancake mix has everything in it already. So they were a bit sweeter than I had anticipated. But they ended up being pretty good. Okay, so here, what are we doing? We're making a hole. Okay. And so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to leave the rice in the pan while I'm adding stuff to it. So total, absolutely one pan cooking approach. And I wasn't sure how it was going to work, to be quite honest, but it turned out pretty good. The issue with rice is some people say that basmati rice is too mushy unless you let it sit for a day. And I didn't want to make a recipe where that required things sitting for a day. Okay, so here, what do? We've got some more. Now we're putting regular oil on it. Before we had sesame oil. Now I'm putting some regular oil. I don't know what this is, canola oil. And because the shrimp sort of soaked up all of it. Okay, that's good. Action right to the last second. So what am I doing here? I didn't put mushrooms in here. I thought I put mushrooms in this. The mushrooms were in, where did I put the mushrooms? No, there's no mushrooms in this one. Okay, so soy sauce. So here again, we got another clip that we don't need. It's simply the thing sitting in the pot. And it's kind of boring to watch. 373, you're gone. Go find that clip. 373. Yeah, so 373, what was it? So basically, it's just stirring. It's just stirring, so it's boring. The other thing I didn't put in that I usually put into fried rice is peas and corn. Again, I was looking for a very simple recipe. And the peas and corn, they add a nice texture. They don't add any flavor. Okay, soy sauce. Let's see how far can I zoom out here. Let's go all the way out. That way, partly I don't get a jump cut for the people that are looking at the technical issues of let's just center this a little bit here. There we are. That's nice. That's very nice. I need a sip of water. And so here, this is nice. We've got the soy sauce. We're stirring it. We're going to taste it. Take out the first 8 frames. This camera doesn't record sound in the first 8 frames. And so I got to make sure that I cut out those frames. Otherwise, it sounds really weird. Okay, so if I'm going to taste this, no, I didn't want to taste it with a piece of cabbage, kale. So we're going to taste it. Okay, pick it up. That's nice. Pardon me. Pardon me. Ugh, why am I coughing? We're doing some cleaning up here, so a lot of dusty papers. Created a lot of dust in the air in the room. Okay, now we're going to serve it out. And move that over a little bit. We've been doing this for 40 minutes, so that's pretty good from an editing point of view. Okay. So I bought these plates, these scallop-shaped plates, and I haven't used them a lot. I think they're made out of bamboo fiber, and I'm worried about having to wash them. Okay, so here. Okay, so here I'm cheating. I'm garnishing, but I'll talk about it in the video that I'm garnishing the dish with some shrimp with the tails on. I shot that several times before I got it right. Okay, that's nice. And there we are. So the question I want to ask myself is, do I want to eat it with a fork or eat it with chopsticks? Oh, so there my arm got in the way. Chopsticks it is. There we are. And this one I used earlier. Oh, here I've got it with a fork. Oh, it's the same one. You're gone. Okay, so there it is. There it is. Eating with chopsticks. And I bought some really elegant painted, hand-painted chopsticks for some food photography, but these are just plain boring wooden bamboo chopsticks. Yeah, I love shrimp. You know, Bob. I'm trying to balance out a variety of food groups, and I keep coming back to shrimp. So now we got the captain talking about how great it was. So 5 minutes. We still need the recipe, the ingredients. So that's probably about 30 seconds. So it's going to be shorter than I really wanted it to be. It's going to be shorter than I wanted it to be. Let's see what the captain had to say here. So I think I recorded it twice.
Who was it that called shrimp the fruit of the sea? Who was it that called shrimp?
Let's assume that I recorded it twice because I didn't like what I did the first time. Let's get rid of that. So here.
Who was it that called shrimp?
I don't really want to mention Bubba Gump because I'm worried about copyrights.
Like shrimp fried rice, all in one pot. Start with rice and keep adding stuff. I wonder, does an AI cat eat shrimp? That was amazing.
Okay, so here, that's my intro, my extra.
Amazing. That was amazing.
Okay.
That was amazing.
I think because I wanted to.
Amazing.
We got a hit on the microphone, so we'll cut off that. My eyes got sort of covered by the hat. Okay, so here we're going to zoom out a little bit, bring this down, move this guy over, and let's bring he's a little bit underexposed. So it's the same, we were talking about white balance before, same white balance. When I record myself doing this, I changed the f-stop because it's the light's shining on the table, on the cooking table. are much brighter than the lights would be shining on me across the room while I'm talking. So it's let's give it just another tiny little hair of light, and let's go find ourselves the green screen, the Ultra key out the green. Where is always aggressive? Let's pick, how's that? So that looks pretty good. We got rid of all the black. Let's just check the alpha channel. Looks very good. Okay, I like it. It's very good. And I just got to check something for a second. Okay, so we got the captain. We got the captain talking. Let's.
I'm wondering, does an AI cat eat shrimp? That was a...
Okay, so let's cut that off. Let's bring this to the beginning and see how we want to do that. Okay, let's make some room there. And let's bring him down. And we want to start the video with the finished food. Let's just bring this, oh, I forgot that piece, right? Okay, so that's 4.5 seconds. And we want to, just going to turn the camera around a bit so we're seeing where we're doing the editing here. Let's just turn it just a little bit more. There we are. Now, We're going to start there, and then the captain is going to start talking at about 3 seconds. There's 3 seconds. So we'll bring the captain in here. We'll bring this up.
Like shrimp fried rice, all in one pot.
So the all-in-one pot, let's bring this in here where we're doing this.
Start with rice and keep adding stuff. I wonder.
Okay, so here I'm looking down because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to say.
Shrimp.
And then we're going to bring in AI Cat. So this green screen here, let's bring this back to here. I'm going to steal a clip that I've used from over and over in other projects, Open Recent. Where did we last use it? Shrimp, bacon and onions. Liver, bacon and onions. And what I want to bring is, I want to bring a bunch of clips from here. And basically, so it's this one. This is the background behind the captain. This is the ingredients. This is a text that says, let's cook. This is some seagulls. And this is some seagulls. So let's bring all of these things from this project into the project we're working on. And what we're going to do, we're going to paste them. We're going to go to the end. Forgot where it was. End of this project. Let's bring the captain back here. Paste them at the end so that we know where they are. And what I really am looking for is this clip here, which is the back of the boat. Let's take that and put it in the front. And now we have the captain sitting in the back of the boat. And can't remember how long this clip is. Let's take off this cross dissolve. Where are we here? So the captain talking. And then the captain talking again. And we're going to leave this for the time being, because I said we're going to look at some AI, because I've started playing with AI. A while ago, somebody tried to convince me that I needed a cartoon chef to sort of be a trademark or a mascot. And I wasn't that convinced. But then I started playing with Sora, AI Sora. And some of it's pretty good. Let's go to Sora.com. And here we are. Oh, I have to log in. Okay. Continue. Choose an account. This one. Okay, so now we're in Sora, and oh, that's different now. Not sure what that means. How come I don't see my videos? Okay, so they have changed this a little bit. Don't want you. That's weird. I don't want to chat. I don't want a free offer. So maybe we're not going to get far with this because so these are okay. So what happened to Sora? Why is Sora not here? Sora.com. Okay. Okay, I don't know. It just went off somewhere else. So this is mine. We're playing with this stupid cat on the cooking on the boat that he was doing liver. This is actually good. I wanted it to be this format, and the second version wasn't as nice as this, but I didn't want to spend more time on it. So let's an orange cat with a white captain's hat, because when I didn't specify white hat, I got a black hat. Now I do have a black hat, and I've recorded some videos of me talking with the black hat, but the white one looks more captain-y. With a white captain's hat, eating shrimp fried rice with chopsticks on a yacht. Let's see what we get out of that. I'm going to save this text because every once in a while I've lost a text. That's the wrong one that I was looking at. Where is my text for this script? Let's save this this prompt and see what that gets us. We want 15 seconds, and we want landscape. Not so much that we want 15 seconds worth of video, because I really only want about 4. But if I ask for more, then I can, and let's send this. Wonder why I went into ChatGPT more directly. I've tried doing thumbnails with ChatGPT and Gemini. I never got into Midjourney because it always wanted money. And I wasn't impressed. I've gotten much better results from Adobe. Now, the problem with this is if I ask Adobe to give me a thumbnail of shrimp fried rice, it's going to put in more ingredients than I have. That's worth a try, because this is going to take us a few seconds to generate this. Let's fire up Photoshop and ask Photoshop for a and one of the advantages of Photoshop is that it will create much bigger images than anybody else's AI. So I'm going to create an image 4,000 by 3,000. And I'm going to edit, create, generate an image. And the image I want is a photorealistic image of a plate of shrimp fried rice with chopsticks. We'll throw in the chopsticks on a table overlooking the ocean. So we get, every time I ask for overlooking the ocean, I end up with a very nice background of the sea. And some of them are better than others. Gemini's rendition of the sea hasn't been bad at all. So I'm going to save this. The only ingredients in the rice are shrimp and cabbage, and let's go shrimp and cabbage. No peas or carrots or egg. So let's see if it'll give us a, fix the spelling here. I don't think the spelling matters that much, but let's save this prompt so that we can redo it if all goes weird. So Photoshop, and let's go generate. Let's see what we get. The image that's at the head of my page of the boat with the girl on it, and the hello, generate. There's a piece of salmon on the bottom of it that was created by so that looks pretty good. We don't have too many palm trees in Toronto. We've got some green onion. I didn't put green onion in my, but I can take that out with Photoshop. So it looks pretty good. I like that, right? It's got chopsticks. It's got, again, if I come back to my own, where's my, right? We got shrimps, we got green. It's actually a nice rendition of the recipe that I made. And let's see what the other options are. Photoshop always gives you several options. I don't like that one. So it's either that one, this one. What's this? It's got a piece of lime in it. It looks like a piece of lime with celery growing out of the lime, and there's some broccoli. I like the first one. So I'm going to save this. File, save as. Where's my AI images? Adobe and shrimp fried rice. Adobe shrimp fried rice. 2025-12-17 at 9 o'clock is 21:07:00. Okay. Save that. And yeah, so we could easily take out these new layer, duplicate layer. And we want it to be a new document whose name is shrimp fried rice. Adobe shrimp fried rice. Okay, so now let's close this one. Let's close everything, right? Oh, hold on. Let's save that. Okay, somehow I renamed too many things here. Open recent Adobe shrimp fried rice. Oh, it still has all of these other guys in here. I didn't want that. Duplicate layer. New. File, save as. Let's just go here, open recent. It's still got all those attached. I'm not going to deal with this now. We've got a nice thumbnail that I think I'm going to use. So let's go back to our good friends at Sora. Mr. Sora, where are you? There you are. Okay, so now, this is my draft. So this is this crazy cat. What do you think? And while he's licking the chopstick, he's not getting a shrimp up in that chopstick. Let's try this again. We'll download it anyway. Cat eating shrimp. Okay, John, thanks for coming by. Thanks, I really appreciate that. Yeah, the cat's pretty good. I'm going to try to see if I can get it to, he's licking this chopstick instead of licking the shrimp. So let's see if we can get a new one. And I'm going to take basically the same prompt as before, but I'm going to the cat has a shrimp on the chopsticks as he eats it. Let's see if that gives me a better, more of a thing. Again, we want to be landscape, 15 seconds. Perfect. Let's see if that gives us a better cat. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring that other cat that we just created, if I can find it again. Okay, where's my AI food? AI food AI images. Let's open that, open a new window. And where is this cat? Oh, that's wrong, it's not in there, it's in Sora. Screenshot, where is my cat of today? Where is my cat of today? cat eating shrimp. Okay, so let's take that and bring that into the media for this. And put that cat on the timeline. Where is that cat? There he is. So there's my cat. I'm going to get rid of the sound. I always give you weirdness. Okay, let's get rid of the audio. And let's find how many seconds is that? 4 seconds. So let's take this and we'll bring it in here.
Does an AI cat eat shrimp?
Okay, so somewhere I lost my Let's Cook. So we'll steal the Let's Cook from another clip of the captain talking. Okay, what I'm going to do here is we're going to just we'll record the Let's Cook later. There's Let's Cook.
Shrimp?
Okay, so we don't want this, even though it generates at only a 720p, it's pretty decent quality. So we can blow it up to fill the screen. And it's still respectable. And we've got the their watermark there. So there's places where it's got all the clips there, so I can get rid of the watermark. I don't really care about the watermark because how many seconds is that? 6 seconds. Let's go here. And then, oh, what happened here? Let's unlink that. Okay, so that's not bad at all, right? 25 minutes, what have we got here? Let's see what the new version of this cat is. So the new cat, that looks better. Oh, he lost it off at the end of his chopstick. But you know, that's the way. Sometimes you're. So I think we got a few good seconds there. So let's save this. Let's copy this. Second version of the prompt. And let's download it. And cat eating shrimp fried rice. Okay, that's all we're going to do here. Let's get out of this. Let's go find that there's Sora. There's my folder of This is the new cat. Let's bring the new cat in here. Where's the new cat? The new cat. Again, we don't need the audio of them talking about how great it is. We'll do our own talking. Let's make it bigger. Yeah, so we'll keep going for a while. It's we've been talking for 76 minutes. We'll give another 10 minutes or so, maybe 15. This should be live. Oh, I like that. I like that dish. I have a dish like that. I have a dish like that. Okay, so let's see. How many seconds is that when he starts falling apart? 3 seconds. Okay, let's make it 4 seconds long, 5 seconds. There we are. Now let's use this one instead of the other one and see what we think of that. Okay, and let's bring this up. And we'll do a cross zoom in here. Cross zoom, where's my cross zoom? I kind of like that, right? And we'll do the let's cook words underneath that. And now we're talking. So I think that turned out pretty good. So let's stop this and save that. And oh, what's going on here? It's an empty spot. Okay, so this is
all in one pot. Start with rice and keep adding stuff.
okay. I'm not sure why I've got that there. So now we got the captain here.
That was amazing.
Let's bring this in here. Do a cross zoom into here. Line that up. Okay, so, oh, this doesn't have that color. Okay, we'll deal with the color later. That's weird. Let's go find that. Okay, so this has got the coloring. Let's bring that into the end here. Zoom out a bit here. So we're going to have this big jump cut. And there. Okay, so now let's bring in okay. Okay, so now we're up to 5 minutes and 20 seconds. That's shorter than I wanted it to be, but I can live with that. It's not that bad. And let's update the ingredients and do that. So here, ingredients. We've got 1 cup rice, 2 cups water. So the water is important because we want the rice to basically absorb all of this water and be relatively dry afterwards. Then we've got 1 stalk celery, 1 cup chopped cabbage salad kit, 2 tablespoons sesame oil, 2 tablespoons cooking oil, 1 tablespoon TBSP garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon garlic powder, and I think that's the end of our recipe, right? Shrimp, pound of shrimp. Celery. One will be cleaned, peeled shrimp. Oh, bear with me, sorry. Pardon me. Okay, so let's take this 1 LBS. Let's take that and let's come in here and let's change this. One cup rice, let's lower just a hair. Okay, so then we're going to see how long it takes to talk about that. But now, so we're up to 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Let's say it's shorter than I wanted it to be, but I think it's nice and tight and concise. And we're going to spend a few more minutes. And what I want to do in those next few minutes is we're going to do a little bit more color correcting. And so what Adobe does is they have this thing they call an adjustment layer. Yeah, so there it is, and we're going to put it out here. And we're going to, again, we talked previously about white balance. The white balance, I'm happy with that. Just out of curiosity, let's see. So here's centered. This is the white cutting board. Didn't change at all. Did not change at all. Okay, changed just a hair. Changed the tint from a pink to a bit of a green. So we're not going to change that, but I do want to increase the exposure a little bit. And I want to increase the contrast just a little bit. So it looks a little bit more. And what I want to do, I'm going to take this and put it all the way out to the end. Okay, so sometimes, so that's a little bit overblown. So let's out to here, what I'm going to do is just decrease the highlights a little bit, because you can't see the texture in the rice, right? So that's not bad. And then if we go along here, okay, that's good. Let's take out some of these highlights as well. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this. Because I want to cover that. So I'm going to just take a bit of this layer, cut it off, put it up there. Gets a bit crowded in the timeline there. This one, I'm just going to increase the exposure all by myself. And take that out, make that blacker. And that one I had fixed previously. So now we've got a nice color. We can see the rice, the stupid cat. She's a little bit yellower than I wanted. Sunset. See here I'm very blue, and here we're not so blue. So maybe let's try this and make him a bit bluer. And take out some of the pink. And now the color is still a nice cat. It's not the same water as we have here. It was a beautiful day when I recorded this. But I think it's a good, pardon me. I think it's pretty good. So let's save this, and let's say goodnight to this project. Close that. Let's close that. And let's play solitaire. And while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to save this folder. Save that, and let's see what we're going to accomplish here. So it's, I think we're as far as we're going to get here. See, somebody has joined the chat. I am about to give up on it. We've gone through and created an AI cat, created an AI thumbnail, edited the video, and we're pretty happy with the results. So this is going to be live tomorrow's Thursday. Yes, this is going to be a live Thursday, and then we'll get another couple of recipes up. Well, maybe one more recipe before Christmas. I'm hoping to do one Christmas themed cooking session, It'll be a very simple one. It'll be cranberry sauce with a few good ingredients, and that'll be as Christmassy, I guess, as I'm going to get. So I'm going to come back here to the camera and say good night to everybody that came by. I will, there's one new person, I will check out your channel, and I will, let me just do that right now while we're talking here. That person was Caprice Sky Real Estate. Okay, is this a kid channel? Because there's no comment, but I subscribed anyway. Doesn't allow subscribers. Okay. Well, I'll leave it anyway. I have no idea what that means. It says you can't have a subscriber. I'm going to still thank them for coming by. And I'm going to push the button on the X. Am I sure I want to stop streaming? I want to stop streaming.